This episode of the Corcoran Entertainment Show is brought to you by Holy Hydrogen. Okay, guys, let's be real. We all try our best to stay hydrated, right? But not all water is created equal. That's where Holy Hydrogen comes in. They've got this awesome device called the Lourdes Hydrofix Premium Edition, and it takes clean water to the next level by infusing it with molecular energy. That means you're not just drinking water. You're giving your body extra support with every sip. Better energy, less inflammation, and a real boost to your immune system. So try the Lourdes Hydrofix Premium Edition today by going to shop.holyhydrogen.com/Corcoran and use the promo code Corcoran for $100 off your purchase. Again, that's shop.holyhydrogen.com/Corcoran and use the promo code Corcoran at checkout. Stay hydrated and stay healthy. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Corcoran Entertainment Show. I am your host, Franky Corcoran. First off, just want to say to everybody, happy first day of school. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. Hope everybody had a great summer vacation. Everyone who is going back to school, whether you're a parent who's sending your kid off to school, you're a teacher, you're a student, custodian, whatever the case may be, have a great year, stay safe, and make good choices. Speaking of school, a little plug for our next theatrical production in November at Dr. Loge Middle School. Great theater there, November 14th and 15th, and more information regarding ticket sales and stuff like that are coming soon, so just stay tuned. We'll keep you posted on our Facebook page, all that stuff. This is for people who are local. But if you're not local, come on down. Just come on down and see what we do for theater and stuff. It's going to be... I'm really excited for this one. I'm excited for people to see it. And, it's... Yeah, just something to get into the holiday spirit as well, too. Kind of fitting. And, so not really much else to plug aside from that stuff. So very excited about our guest today, Nate Mays. He's a Los Angeles-based actor, writer, producer, originally from Arkansas. And we had a great conversation. We had a really, really good conversation. And just talking a lot about... I always love talking to people. I know it's probably one of the big things we talk about on this podcast, which is pursuing the arts, the difficulties behind it, and how important it is to dip your feet, or that old saying, don't put your eggs in one basket. It's good to branch out to acting and writing and producing and whatever the case may be. And we talk a lot about that, acting in general, influences, and all that good stuff. So thank you again, Nate, for coming on. And just a great guy. You can follow him on Instagram as well, too. So later on the show, I want to give my thoughts on the trailer for the new Bradley Cooper directed film, Is This Thing On? And I also want to give my thoughts, should Deadpool appear in Avengers Doomsday? Not will he, should he appear? We'll talk about that later on the show. But without further ado, guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast today. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Corcoran Entertainment Show. I am your host, Franky Corcoran, and today I am joined by a Los Angeles-based actor who originated from Arkansas. He's also a writer, producer, you name it, he does it. Very excited to have him on here today. Nate Mays. Nate, how's it going, man?
It's going great, Franky. Yeah, thanks for having me. Happy to be on the show.
Yes, well, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. This actually isn't your first podcast today, correct? You're kind of doing a little tour all across the internet. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, I've been in a lot of podcasts. It's a really interesting and super fun world to be in. So yeah, it's just conversations, right?
That's the best part. Do you prefer? I mean, being an actor, writer, all that stuff. You do press a lot. You're doing lots of interviews. Do you have a preference? Do you like doing podcasts? Do you like doing quick radio interviews or TV interviews? Do you have a preference, or you kind of just go with the flow? Publicity is publicity.
I mean, publicity is publicity. If I had a preference, being at home, comfortably and just having a conversation through my laptop is definitely my favorite. I do enjoy meeting people, which that can always be fun. But this is good, man. I just got off my off work, so I'm happy to just be comfortable and be talking to you.
That's great. And taking time out of your busy schedule. I mean, you do a lot already as an actor, but it's really a fun, interesting business to be in as an actor. I mean, luckily you've been able to find some great success in it. What are some of the challenges for you that maybe you face that maybe you didn't necessarily maybe you kind of expected that there would be some bumps along the road, but were there some things that kind of maybe got you by surprise? Like, this is no way what I expected would happen, or
Challenges in acting. Well, I have a list. Let me try to find
he just
some of
pulls out
the.
like a Bible full of just
I could
like,
probably write a Bible of my acting challenges. I mean, getting used to rejection would probably be a big one for me. That was you come to Hollywood, you're like, oh man, I'll be like John Krasinski and I'll do it in 3 years. I'll get booked for The Office, and it just doesn't happen like that. Maybe if you're lucky, but it's been hard, but also good to experience the struggle and really, it makes me at least really admire what it takes to be an actor in LA in this saturated industry. So yeah, I guess being getting comfortable enough with rejection, and just being patient. I'm not a patient person. I've never had an avenue in life where I had to be really patient to reap the benefits of success. I just, not to boast, but like, sports and other extracurricular activities, you reap the benefits fast. So with acting, it's the long game for sure.
that's I'd love your take on rejection too. It's you kind of get used to it. You kind of, it's one of those things that everybody goes through it. I talk about this a lot on the podcast, but it's true. Everybody goes through it. Writers, directors, people who are pitching shows and movies. There's going to be some projects that they think, yep, this is amazing, and then they pitch it, nobody wants it, and it's like, yeah, it's crushing, it's discouraging, but that's the job you're into, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what you're you have to kind of, it's kind of like if you're going to be a doctor and you're not the best when it comes to looking at blood. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if you're a doctor and you don't like blood, or you're going to be a doctor and you don't like blood, yeah, you might want to work somewhere else. Or like maybe you might want to pursue a different path, because this just might not be for you. Was acting and writing and producing, was that something that you always wanted to do, or was that something that it kind of came later on? Because you pretty much moved right to LA right after graduating high school, correct?
College, yeah, right
College,
after
right.
graduating college. Um, I've always wanted to be a storyteller. I didn't know what avenue I really wanted to pursue until probably the end of college. So I was always in theater, but I thought I was going to be a traditional painter artist. I thought that was going to be my, avant-garde dream to just come out and be an artist. And then I realized, no, I like being around people. I don't want to be stuck in the house all day painting. So yeah, it was a little bit later. I mean, I feel like everyone kind of tries to figure it out in college. I was fortunate enough to figure it out what I wanted to do, but I was thrown into the fire when I came to LA, so I really had no idea what to expect until I got here. So yeah, it was a little bit later, just telling stories. And the writing and producing, I didn't know that I would ever do that when I first started. I mean, I was like, yeah, I should probably get into writing, but I just wanted to be an actor. And the more I'm an actor in LA, I realize the better you are at other skill sets when it comes to, making a film, it's just easier. It's easier to have a career, when you have your eggs in different baskets, if that makes sense.
I mean, you kind of have to be if you want to pursue just the one thing. It's difficult. Not that it's not impossible, because obviously people make that happen, but it's not feasible sometimes. And so it really depends on how much you love what you do, how passionate you are about it, that you're willing to make all these, maybe not sacrifices, but you're willing to learn different things. Like, okay, I want to act, but there's no part for me. I'll work craft services and be a caterer or a gaffer or like literally any other job within the industry just to keep myself involved and also pay my bills. Is it something that you always maybe kind of thought about doing things like that, like odd jobs like that didn't involve acting or writing or things like that, like literally willing to just do anything, like just moving stuff and all that?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I would have loved to climb the ladder and become an A-list celebrity in 4 years, um, I I had a choice. I was like, I need a day job. Okay. So I have a background in personal training. I can either do that or I can be a bartender. And I chose personal training. And so I'm still a personal trainer. I work a part time at a gym, and that's great. That's really great for me. I get to make my own hours. And anybody who's listened to this podcast, if you can become a trainer, I think that's the easiest job as an actor. I mean, obviously, you have to really know how to be healthy and go to the proper schooling with that. But yeah, there's lots of people that are bartenders and find odd jobs too. But I'm very very thankful for personal training. It's kind of just allowed me to have a flexible schedule and have the funds, because it's, man, acting is expensive at first. Like, it's, you have to really invest in classes. And you said I want to be an actor, but I don't have, there's no one has a role for me. And that is so true on every level. That's why I started writing and producing, because I was like, well, oh shit, like I want to do this, and I know what I can do. I know I'm talented, but there's no role. I mean, very rarely you come across a role and you really sink your teeth into the story, and it's good. But that's not a weekly, sometimes even a monthly thing. So writing your own stories goes a long way, and that's been really really great for me to do.
And that becomes a whole thing in and of itself, whereas acting is, there's no parts for me in this upcoming movie or show or whatever the case may be. Same goes for writing and same goes for directing. Like I mentioned, you can pitch a TV show, nobody will want it, which is, it sucks. And you could be a writer too, and you pitch a script and nobody takes it. Like, that's kind of the same deal with acting. It's just, um, they're difficult. They're difficult to pursue, especially full time. You know what I mean? And I mean, luckily, like you've been able to find good success in training and stuff like that as well too, which also helps with acting parts, really, when you really really think about it, getting into good shape and stuff like that. You could be like they could be doing an action movie and be like, I want Nate Mays, you know what I mean? Like do you have a specific genre or any type of a films that you'd like to do, like action? I mean, like, you seem like you're in pretty good shape, personal trainer, all that stuff. Is that something that you've always wanted to do, or just a go with the flow kind of guy?
I've always been interested in health. I was a very sickly kid. I had a lot of health issues as a kid, and so that kind of got me on this path of, I want to feel good, and I want to look good, and so really diving in at a young age, to really understand how the body works. So that started out as a passion. It still is a passion, but now it's really helped me with my brand. And like, yeah, it's all about branding, really. Like, I've had to learn that um, you can't be folk. I mean, this is just personal experience. People might disagree, but you really can't be focused on how much money you make as a young actor. It all has to come down to brand building. And so, I'm really trying to build my brand, and that goes along with my health expertise. And yeah, so to answer your question, as far as roles, like what I'm working towards, what I'm doing currently, and what I've done, gritty characters. I like westerns. I like action. Um, I would like to build some more um, action roles for sure in my resume, and yeah, just I'm from the South, so I do enjoy getting roles that I can kind of help elevate um, characters, from the South, from that different type of, especially because I don't think film does a very good job of it. And so, anything I can like elevate something that's close and personal to me, whether it's a character trait or, a certain group of people that I know, if I can bring that into the film. And I also just like playing crazy stuff. Like I'm doing a cult. I'm a cult leader right now in a film. That's just fun, That's just something fun and gritty.
But it's also fun to be somebody you're not. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what acting is. But if you're getting to play like just a psychotic, horrible person, you're like, okay, this is interesting. But it's also good because it makes you go, okay, this is fun. I'm having fun doing this and telling the story. But I never want to pursue this in real life. You know what I mean? Like, imagine what
Yeah.
Michael C. Hall must feel like when he's playing Dexter. Okay, I'm having fun playing this role, but do I want to be a serial killer in real life? Nah, like this just isn't something that I want to do. And some people are method too. Like some people, if they want to play a let's say a lawyer, they have worked in law before, you know what I mean, or like they are a
Mhm.
lawyer, and then they just are able to, there's not really much training or much background to be given. It's just I do this for a living, and that makes it easy. Do you do much method acting as well too for certain parts? If there's a part for a personal trainer, I mean that's method right there. Like it's you're like I don't even really need to act. Do you prefer method acting, or have you done much of it?
I've done some method. Yeah. I'm not the type that becomes a character and stays in that character for, a week or more at a time, like talking about like bringing it home with me. Because I do play a lot of um, well, I hate to say messed up characters in the sense. And so it's a really scary, it can be a really scary head place to be, I mean, I can go to the most extreme example, Heath Ledger Joker, right? And so that's always something that actors need to be warned about is protecting your mental health. Because I mean, it's serious. It's if you really want to play a part well, you really have to understand the character and get inside their head, and their head can be a very scary place to be. So, I should elaborate. One reason why I like to play these gritty, very different characters than myself is it kind of gives you an empathy for them. It gives you a lot of empathy for them. If you really want to play and do justice to them, so it helps you kind of understand a lot. Even if it is a serial killer, not that you're morally justifying it, but when you're playing the character, you have to understand why they make the decision. So I guess in a sense, you're morally justifying it as you're the character. You're not as when you're not the character, obviously. But yeah, it gives you a lot of empathy for different people that you would probably never have a conversation with in the real world.
Yeah, like even just thinking about Heath Ledger and what a I've even actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. I've seen a video where it kind of details like his last weeks and stuff like that, and
Mm,
just hearing about what the Joker fame was doing to him, not necessarily the Joker one per se, but just fame in general was already getting to him. And then
mm,
once he became Joker, it just became so he's not only dealing with getting in the mindset of just this messed up guy like the Joker, but he's also dealing with people and paparazzi, and that takes a toll on you. And he dealt with insomnia and things like that.
yeah.
So I mean, that's an example of just how like just how good. Like it's good to be method, but it's also it's important to make sure that you're able to separate them in a way that is safe for you and that you're able to still live a peaceful life. You know, like I just
Yeah,
still think about what Heath Ledger could have done nowadays if he was still around. He would have been
yeah,
he
man.
probably would have won an Oscar. Did he win an Oscar? I can't remember. Did he? I feel like he won something. Maybe
Yeah,
for
he
Joker.
won. He did win an Oscar for Joker. He also, there was an Oscar for Brokeback Mountain. I'm not sure if that was his. I think that was his. He might, yeah. Someone fact check me, but either the movie won an Oscar or he won for yeah the lead in Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, super incredible, talented actor. I think about it a lot when I watch his movies. I'm like, man, just like his or even his early films were just so good. You know, who knows how far he would have gone. It's yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, was he a huge influence for you, or like who were some of your biggest influences coming up as an actor?
Heath Ledger was definitely up there for sure. Yeah, he embodies. He's taken on a lot of roles that I would love the opportunity to take on. Pretty much every movie he's done. I don't know about the Joker. I don't. I wouldn't play Joker. I would never want to touch that. Like it was. He was so good. No one can come close to that. Anyways, other actors. John Bernthal, Jake
Yes.
Gyllenhaal, Tom Hardy, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, you know all the greats. I kind of lean into modern day guys, but even you know like I mean, Meryl Streep is has been a
Right.
big inspiration for me. Just like just watching, you know, how she acts in every move is just so it's so intentional. You know, yeah. There's a lot of people you can look up to.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. I mean, like it's Meryl Streep. Like there's sometimes some people say I even seen some reviews of movies with Meryl Streep in them, and they're like, yes, so and so was good, so and so was good. Meryl Streep was Meryl Streep. It's what you expect, you know. Like that's
Yeah,
just
yeah. Like
when
if
it
she's
comes
in a movie, I'm watching it. You know.
exactly. And then she's one of those people that will steal the show no matter what they're in. Like it's almost like whenever anytime you put like Jim Carrey in a movie, Jim Carrey is
Hmm.
just gonna carry the movie. Sorry, dad joke. Um that was bad. I'm sorry.
Spot
Uh
on.
it's true, but it's true. Like literally, like Jim Carrey is one of those actors who can do that. And I mean, we were talking about Heath Ledger and the stuff that he went through as Joker. I mean, Jim Carrey's is one of those ones who went through a lot too, just with anxiety, depression. He's been open about that.
Yeah.
So much so that he even said he was going to retire a few years ago. And I mean, he ended up not retiring, but the fact that he seemed pretty serious about it at the time. And it's really acting is something that it's not necessarily one of those jobs that I mean some people here go, oh, it's not a real job. Do you have people say that in life, like you want to be an actor, come on, get a real job? That's something that a lot of people will say. And how do you deal with that?
Um. Yeah. I'm sure there. Definitely when I first started, you know, like I'm on the pursuit. I'm moving to LA, definitely from my hometown. I mean, that was very, it's that's different because it's so foreign over there. So, yeah, you get that. Yeah, I mean, talking to a few people here, it's most people support you, but there's always a few that are like, really, oh, okay, you're just another one of those, and it's like, I mean, a little bit of truth to that because everyone in LA is actors, you know. But like, no, like I'm going for it, you know. You kind of have to pinch yourself and be like, no, like, you know, yeah. There's always an asshole that's gonna try to deter you from reaching the highest of the highs. But it doesn't really affect me. Yeah, like I know what I'm doing. And yeah, if it was all for seeking approval of everyone that would make my life a lot. It would make my life pretty miserable. So I'm glad that's not really the driving force, you know, of just seeking approval.
And how was your support system? Family, friends, all that stuff? Like you had lots of people in your corner. Like, yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah, I was really lucky there. You know, my family always supported whatever I wanted to do, and my friends as well, and they still support me. Big time, you know. I actually had a friend call me the other day. Is like, "Hey, can I send you some money for supporting a film you're producing?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I have you know fundraisers for that, but thank you so much." You know, just so I'm always blown away by my friends and family, and it was a little hard for certain people, like my mom telling her, "Hey, I'm moving to California," obviously as a mother, but everybody supports me. Yeah, and that's everyone in my corner, does, and so that's really I'm very blessed to have that.
And that can make or break some people. Not having a good support system, it can either deter or steer them in the direction, or so yeah, sorry, steer them away from where they wanted, and or it could go the other way. It could make them want to do it even more. It's good to just have people that are willing to, like, I support whatever you do, but be realistic and all this stuff, and
Yeah,
definitely be able to listen to that as well too. Like, if they're giving you honest advice and you're asking for honest advice, they'll give you honest advice, and you better just take it. Don't just go, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, well, no, you asked me what I said, or what
yeah,
what I thought, and I just told you. So
yeah.
that really comes with the whole thing. But what can you tell me about, you're also training at the Groundlings now, correct?
Yeah, I'm off and on at the Groundlings. Well, off and on, I do a class and then I do the next one, a couple months later. So that's been great. I'm at Monet Studios, a private scene study studio, and I'm on and that ongoing. So yeah, I love my classes.
Oh, that's awesome. And so you also have what's her name that you're training with? What's her name? Camilla.
Yeah, yeah. Camilla Monet.
That's who it was. I was trying to think. I said, "Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue." I couldn't remember exactly. That's fantastic. That's really, really good. What's probably the best thing you've learned throughout the whole training process?
Oh my God. I mean, I give all the success that I have to up until this point and the future, I give all the credit to training. I took theater classes in college, and I directed shows. The experience, firsthand experience I had has been really good for me. But I will say, like, nothing really started happening until I got into LA acting classes. And so I was very fortunate to find Camilla, and um, and the Groundlings has helped to, yeah, just, I mean, foundationally, um, learning from Stanislavski, Meisner, new techniques, old techniques, everything. It's been my foundation, and it's really cool because I continue to grow in the class and work with a teacher that is so passionate about what she does that she can continuously pull new things out of you and teach you new things. Yeah, it's really great.
That's awesome, and I'm really happy to see uh, just how far you've come. I mean, moving to LA like right out of college and everything too, and you've really taken the leap. And between the acting, the writing, the producing, the Groundlings, it's really inspiring. It really, really is. If you were to give maybe a piece of advice to someone listening who is thinking about pursuing acting or anything like that, what would you say to them?
Do it. Do it.
Just do
Hopefully,
it.
just give it a shot. Figure it out. It's hard. It's really hard. But well, okay, realistically, I think first you really really have to define your why. Like, why are you wanting to do this in the first place? Because if you just want to come and do acting to get famous, best of luck. That why is probably gonna diminish. You can do reality TV if you want. That'll get you famous fast. But no, seriously, like, because once you really go for it, then it's like you have to know why you're doing it because you're going to be let down a lot. And so that constant reminder of like, no, like I'm passionate about telling a story. I'm passionate about, I want to do this for my family, whatever your why is, just know it, don't just say, oh, I think I like acting, because it's a really hard career. If you just like acting, maybe keep your day job for sure, and just take some classes, and figure it out and see if it's something you want to pursue long term. Yeah, but know your why, and get into classes, and just take all the necessary steps that you should take. Read Jenna Fisher's book about acting. That helped me kind of show the framework of how you get started and where you end up.
Perfect. That's just do it. Stay in school, kids. That's basic. Long story short, that's it. Stay in school, kids, and do
Stay
your
in school.
and scene. No, that's great, man. That's really great. And congratulations on all of your success. What do you have for any upcoming projects or anything that you'll be able to talk about or plug?
Yeah, so a project I can talk about right now is because it's my own. It's a Western short film, and I'm producing it with some of my friends in the industry, and it's just going to be kind of like a psychological thriller, and it's going to be really intense, and I'm going to be the bad guy, and yeah, and I think it speaks a lot to our culture today, and using religion to push your own selfish narrative. That's what I'll say. So I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be really, really great. And I hope to get a lot of people watching it because I know it's going to be great. We have really talented people on it, really good story. The story always starts with the writing, and the writing is phenomenal. So I'm excited for that. We're filming it's a little ways away. We're filming in December, so we'll probably wrap with post-production February or March of next year.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So looking forward to that. Where can people find you on social media, Instagram, website, or Facebook, Twitters, Snapbooks, whatever they're the Snapbook, like the boomers say?
If you're a boomer, you should definitely check out my Facebook. You can talk to my mom and my grandma on there. No, if you want to,
you can find me by telegraph.
Best way to keep up with me is on Instagram. It's Nate J Mays, Mayes. That's where I'm the most active, and I like to post content and stuff on there. Yeah.
I just like content. It's content,
It's content. Well, what I'm doing in the industry, what's coming up. I try to recently I've been trying to do a much better job of just pushing my brand out and gaining some traction there. So Instagram's fun. Yeah, you can keep up with people.
Awesome. So guys, be sure to give Nate a follow. If you're a boomer, look him up on Facebook and talk to his mom and his and his family. Nate, thank you so much for taking the time to come on, man. I really appreciate it, and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Franky. This has been a joy and a pleasure.
Well, they're my pleasure to have you on. It was my pleasure. So, guys, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. But until then, this is Franky and Nate signing off. Cheers, man.
See ya. Thank you.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Corkin Entertainment Show. That was me and Nate Mays. Thank you, Nate, for coming on. And guys, be sure to follow Nate on Instagram. Keep up to date with all his upcoming projects and all that stuff. So thank you again, Nate, for coming on. I really appreciate it, man. So moving on with the solo segments today. The first one is going to be talking a little bit about somebody who is probably, I think I've put him in my top 5 actors of all time. Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper, man. He's not only just an amazing actor, he's also an incredible filmmaker too. Maestro. He co-wrote that movie. He also, I believe he wrote A Star Is Born. I know he directed A Star Is Born, but I believe he also maybe co-wrote it as well too. He's great, man. He's really, really great. And this kind of ties into the whole thing that we were talking about with Nate about not just acting, but also writing, producing. And Bradley Cooper has done that too. And so A Star Is Born, fantastic. Maestro is fantastic. We have a new one coming from Bradley Cooper now, which is leaning a little bit more towards the comedic side of things, which is good. I mean, I love a good drama. Don't get me wrong. I love a good drama. But it's always great to, like, it's also good for Bradley Cooper as well, too, to kind of spread his wings. So he's not just the one, that's just the actor who is also a director that just makes depressing-ass films. You know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with movies being depressing, but it's just... I'm sure Bradley Cooper is capable of doing more than that, and so I'm really excited to see this. I didn't really know much about this. I knew there was some stuff. I heard a little bit about it. I didn't know for sure what was going on. But is this thing on? It's a comedy drama, so I'm going to read the premise. The trailer is on YouTube, and I highly recommend people check it out because I'm actually really, really intrigued by this movie. So after many years together, Alex and Tess have reached an amicable end to their marriage. Alex is played by Will Arnett, and Tess is played by Laura Dern. Thus beginning the awkward stage of figuring out how to live separately while raising two boys and maintaining their friendships. Alex discovers a new hobby and in the process learns more about himself and his relationship. So this is a fantastic cast too. We got Will Arnett, BoJack Horseman. By the way, I'm not going to do it this week because I haven't seen the whole show. But Will Arnett, of course, is probably best known to a lot of us for BoJack Horseman. There's a new series out on Netflix called Long Story Short from the creator of BoJack Horseman, Raphael Bob Waxberg. I'm going to do it as one of our solo segments in next week's episode. I'm going to review that. Anyways, that's so far so good. I haven't finished it yet, but that's just one thing I wanted to throw out there. I highly recommend it. I'm only 5 episodes in. And it's a 10-episode first season, and it's renewed for a second season. Anyways, little tangent there, but just wanted to do a plug. I'm all about plugs on this show. But amazing cast. So Will Arnett, Laura Dern, who is also in F is for Family, the animated series from Bill Burr on Netflix. Great show, and she was also in Little Women. She was Marmee in Little Women, the 2019 one with Saoirse Ronan and Timothée Chalamet. And we have Bradley Cooper playing Alex's best friend, Arnie, which it kind of fits. I mean, it's actually kind of nice. I do really, really like this, that just because Bradley Cooper's directing it, he doesn't dump himself in the lead role. I mean, he's done that with the first 2 movies he did, with A Star Is Born and Maestro. He was the lead of that. And obviously, he's the director. He has a say in who he casts in his movie. But it's good that he's kind of letting Will Arnett take the spotlight this time, whereas Maestro, it was Bradley Cooper, all over the place. He was not only acting in it, he also wrote, produced, directed, and so it's really, really good that we're getting Cooper taking more of a backseat. I mean, obviously, clearly, he's still going to play a bigger part in this film, but it's nice to see that he's not taking the central lead. This is a Bradley Cooper-led movie. We're getting some other actors to kind of come in and spread their wings a little bit too, which is really cool. So, so he's playing Will Arnett character's best friend, Amy Sedaris. Talk about a BoJack Horseman reunion here. That's, of course, she voices Princess Carolyn. So this is going to be such a deja vu to see how this all turns out. I don't really know a lot of the other ones too. There's Chloe Radcliffe, which, oh my God, that sounds so friggin' familiar. And I'm looking to see what she's been in, and I'm like, it doesn't ring any bells, but my God, she looks familiar, and she sounds familiar, so it'll probably come to me at some point. And so yeah, I don't really know the others who are in it, but really, right off the bat, when you see Will Arnett, Laura Dern, Bradley Cooper, Amy Sedaris, we have Andra Day, who's in a lead part as well too. So we'll see how it goes. But right off the bat, you already got me hooked with those 4 names. And it's Bradley Cooper directed, which one of the things, the types of films I love are the I'm not sure what the word is to describe it. It's much like Knives Out, the Knives Out franchise, which I'm excited for the 3rd one coming out, by the way, in December, same time as this one. It's an what do you call it? There's a term for it, but it's you see these films, and it's the vision of one man. Like, it's one man who is not just directing it, but he's also writing and he's producing. And Bradley Cooper's doing that. And there's something about that that's really inspiring to me. And it's really, really good. You feel a sense of, like, this is, a vision of one man who he's also not just fulfilling his vision and telling his story, but he's also highlighting some amazing talent that we have in this, like Will Arnett, like Laura Dern, Amy Sedaris, and Bradley Cooper as well. So I'm super excited for this film. So this movie comes out on December 19th on Netflix. It's going to be premiering at the New York Film Festival on October 10th. So we'll get some reviews and stuff like that and kind of get us excited. But right off the bat, as soon as I heard that it's Bradley Cooper made, I think this is going to be a hit, just like Maestro was, just like A Star Is Born was. Oscar-worthy film? Just judging by the trailer, I think it will be. I don't want to say 100% yes it's going to be, but, Bradley Cooper has done a good job at, all the films he does get nominated for Oscars, and there's always Oscar-worthy performances in here. And I think maybe this would be a first for Will Arnett if he were to get nominated for an Oscar for this film. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much about Oscars in regards to this film because we haven't even seen it yet. We could watch it, and the film could be shit for all we know. But we'll see how it goes. Regardless, I'm super excited to see it. You guys should really check out the trailer. And it's a comedy drama, too. It seems to lean a bit more on the comedic side of things, but then obviously we're going to see a little bit of the dramatic side as well, too. So just be sure to let me know your thoughts, guys. Did you check out the trailer? Are you excited for it? Or are you not excited for it? Whatever the case may be, definitely be sure to let me know your thoughts on that. The Corkin Entertainment Show is brought to you by Podmatch, the ultimate platform designed to connect podcast hosts with prospective guests effortlessly. Are you a podcaster looking to elevate your show to new heights? Or perhaps you're a guest hoping to share your story with a broader audience? Whatever your podcasting goals are, we have the perfect solution for you. Podmatch simplifies the entire process of discovering guests for your show or finding podcasts to feature your expertise. Now imagine a platform where you can easily match with like-minded creators tailored specifically to your niche. With Podmatch, you can effortlessly network with influencers and thought leaders, all while staying true to your podcast vision. There are a multitude of ways that Podmatch can help you grow your brand. You can be part of a thriving community of podcasters and potential guests. Engage, collaborate, and grow together. If you're ready to experience these fantastic benefits for yourself, we invite you to join Podmatch today. Head over to www.joinpodmatch.com/Corkin Entertainment and sign up right now for only $6 a month. That's right, you heard me right, $6 a month. Join the Podmatch family today and watch your podcast soar to new altitudes. Thank you for tuning into the Corkin Entertainment Show, and happy podcasting. And so moving on to our last solo discussion topic today is going to be talking about Deadpool. First off, it's insane. It's been 1 year since Deadpool and Wolverine came out. I can't believe I'm even saying that. I think I mentioned it on an earlier episode too. Just blows my mind that it's been that long since we've seen it. And it still holds up. I think when I did a review of it, I literally gave it a perfect 10 out of 10 because I was like, this movie is just, it has everything I've ever wanted in a Marvel movie. And it's one of the best movies I've seen post Endgame, which has been, it's a pretty common thing for people to say, yeah, the MCU quality has dipped a little bit since Endgame, but I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine, it's one of those like lightning in a bottle type films. Same with No Way Home, same with Guardians 3. And so there's been lots of questions. Are we going to see Ryan Reynolds back as Deadpool, not just in a Deadpool 4, but in Avengers, Doomsday, and or Secret Wars? And so I've always said that I think we are absolutely going to see a Deadpool 4. I have no doubt about it that we're going to see a Deadpool 4. It's probably not going to be for a while, though. I will say that. It's probably not going to be for a while. Because Deadpool, kind of going back to what we were saying about Bradley Cooper, where he's not just the actor, but he's also the writer, the director, or co-writer in this case, co-producing. Ryan Reynolds does all that for Deadpool. And he's not only doing that, but he's also got a million other things on the go. And doing the Deadpool films takes a lot of time. So I think we are absolutely going to see a Deadpool 4. I just don't know when. I just think it's going to be, if I had to guess, ballpark, maybe 2028, 2029 maybe. Just not right now. It's just, I think there's too much on the go right now. Maybe even 2030. We'll see. But eventually we are going to see a Deadpool 4. But Ryan Reynolds, though, has shared, there's been a lot of talk and speculation about whether we're going to see Ryan Reynolds back as Deadpool in Doomsday and Secret Wars. There's also been talks about Hugh Jackman. I'm going to say right now, I think I've said it before, I don't think we're going to see Hugh Jackman again. I just think he's done. That's just me personally. I love to be proven wrong on that. I really hope he is in it. I just don't see it because he's been so vocal about the workout routines and stuff like that, and he's getting older and things like that, and the older you get, the harder it is to stay in that shape. So for Hugh Jackman, I hope he does, but I just don't see it. But that's my take on that. But Deadpool, on the other hand, Ryan Reynolds posted a picture on his Instagram, and let's just say it sent the internet into a little bit of the internet kind of blew up as soon as it happened. Like literally it blew up. So it was the Avengers logo, and then he wrote an A across it, and it got 1.1 million likes. Everybody's commenting, OMG, don't give me hope. OMG, OMG, Ryan, what are you up to? Don't tease me, Ryan. Everybody's just commenting, losing their minds. Then it was reported from IGN that Deadpool is returning for Avengers Doomsday. But then you read the article and it says, well, reports say, it's like, okay, so it's not confirmed. You guys don't know if he's coming back. So as of right now, it's not confirmed that he's coming back. Some people say he's just teasing, or maybe he's not teasing. Maybe he just posted that and didn't really. It's one of those things where actors can post pictures, like maybe of themselves holding a puppy, and someone could see that and take it out of context and go, oh my God, that means this person is gonna, there could be a picture of Bryan Cranston holding a puppy, and people would see it and go, oh my God, Walter White's coming back. And he's just like, no, I was just posting a picture of a puppy. So it is possible that Ryan Reynolds did that and didn't think anything was going to happen. But Ryan Reynolds knows social media better than probably a good percentage of celebrities out there. I think this was on purpose. I think he's going to be in Doomsday. I do think he's going to be in Doomsday. Because he knows how to use social media, man. I don't think he would do this. I'm talking like I know him. Like, oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds told me this. Just some fucking nobody here doing a podcast in Canada. Well, Ryan Reynolds is Canadian too. But I just think he's too smart to do something just even remotely misleading. I think he's too smart for that with social media, and he's too tech savvy. I think it was done on purpose, and I think it is teasing that we are going to see him in Doomsday. But how are we going to see him in Doomsday? I'm seeing lots of people saying that they're going to dumb him down, they're going to Disney him down, and if you do that, there's no point in giving us Deadpool in the movie, because you can't give Deadpool without being... Like, that was one of the things of, if you can't let Deadpool be Deadpool, just don't make a Deadpool movie. Simple as that. But I read this thing on Reddit. It's on the Marvel Studios subthread. Someone by the name of, I'm going to credit them here, Miss Anthro Poxnex. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. I'll spell it. Miss ANTHROPOCENEX. I just want to say that because this isn't my theory, But I read this, and I think this is the perfect way to put Deadpool in, because you have Deadpool and Wolverine, of course, and Deadpool is the only other character in it aside from him and Wolverine, obviously. And we see him dropping F-bombs and this and that. So it was easy. But now you have the other Avengers where they don't do that. So it's like, how is that going to jive? And this person here, I think, just gave the perfect one. So here's how you could do it and it work perfect. This is the post. You have a scenario where the Avengers team up on a mission. Deadpool is part of it. Things are about to kick into high gear, and we see Deadpool queue up to do what we know he'll do and speak to the camera, drop a hilarious take, and then continue on. Except in this scenario, it doesn't cut up close to him. It just hangs wide, and the Avengers as a group just watch as he turns away and seemingly talking to himself, making him just look like an insane person. Another Avenger like Thor could even say, "Sorry, what did you say?" And Deadpool awkwardly says nothing. Deadpool never breaks the fourth wall to the audience, but rather hilariously mutters to himself, and we're seeing all the Deadpool things happening from the Avengers' point of view instead of his. It keeps the Deadpool spirit, doesn't break the style of Avengers, and adds a new dimension for how Deadpool is perceived by non-Deadpool players. This right here is perfect. This is literally perfect because I'm not going to lie. I did kind of have that fear. If you're going to put Deadpool in, like that was one of the things I thought about when they were putting Deadpool in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is that they're going to quote unquote Disney him down. But this is the perfect way. This is the perfect way to keep Deadpool and still have him work with the Avengers. This, like, literally, that's why I wanted to credit this person here, Miss Anthropoknex, and I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that name. It's perfect. This is, like, the perfect way to get Deadpool in the Avengers, and it'd be so funny, too. Just think about how funny that'd be. It reminds me of the part in Avengers Endgame where Rhodey and Nebula, they go back to when they're traveling back through time to get the stones, and we see the start of Guardians of the Galaxy, and we see it from their perspective, where we have the whole "come and get your love" scene going on, and then we see Star-Lord doing the dance, and they're just watching him do it, and they're just like, so he's an idiot. But seeing this, but Deadpool, so like something funny happens, and you look over, and Deadpool's just turning in an opposite direction. They're looking at it, they're like, what the hell are you doing? And then he's just, no, it's fine. This is how you do it. So, to answer the question, should Deadpool appear in Avengers Doomsday? I think everybody's almost agreed. It's probably about an 80-20 situation. 80% of the people think yes, he's going to be in it. 20% of people think no. But now the question is, should he appear in it? That's what this topic is. Should he even appear at all if it doesn't jive? My answer, I was a little skeptical, maybe just a little bit skeptical. But after reading that post on Reddit, I said, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, he absolutely should. Because, people can... Yeah, it's perfect. Like, there's literally no other way to put it. It's perfect. Yes, he should appear in it. And if he's in it, it just further adds that this is probably going to be... Hell, it could even be a $2 billion film, to be honest with you. I really think this could be a $2 billion film and maybe the highest grossing film of all time, maybe? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If you're adding Deadpool and you're adding... Because from what I hear, they're supposed to do more chair announcements, announcing more of who's going to be in it. So I think once we get more... maybe... that's not confirmed. That's just some insiders saying that. So I don't know for sure what's happening with that. But I'm telling you right now, I think it's already looking like a $2 billion film. And then maybe Secret Wars will then conquer the box office after that, just because Doomsday was so great and just riding off the success. Same as Infinity War. Infinity War made $2 billion, and then the hype for Endgame was so high that Endgame became the biggest of all time. So maybe Doomsday can be the biggest of all time. We'll see how it goes, but be sure to let me know your thoughts on social media, in the comments, and all that stuff. What you think. Should Deadpool appear? Do you agree with that Reddit post? I think, yes, he should appear, especially after reading that. It just works perfectly. You add another beloved character to the Avengers, and it all works. So be sure to let me know what you think about that. And we're going to call it for the show today, guys. I want to thank my guest, Nate Mays, for coming on the show today. Thank you guys for always listening to the show. We're still going strong. Podcast is still going strong. Got lots of people lined up this year as well too. So I'm really, really excited. Yeah, I'm just really, really looking forward to the rest of this year, guys. So thank you all very much for continuing to listen to the show. We got lots more coming for you. And we will see you in the next episode. We have one coming on Thursday. Very excited for it. So we will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Franky signing off. Have a great week, everybody.